Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's going on with Gemini and what does Gemini need to know. Okay, so to me, it looks like, wow, there are some big, important changes coming into your life. This is kind of dramatic, actually, but it's a good thing. It's a positive change. It may even be a surprise or unexpected to you or the people around you, but you are leaving behind a situation and putting down some kind of burdens, obligations that have been making you feel like you've been stuck, stagnant at a dead end in your life, in a place where you feel like you're not growing, you're not making progress, you don't enjoy it. The more you give to this relationship or situation here, the more it takes from you, the less you have. It doesn't give back to you. It's not reciprocal. And the worse it gets. It's like the more you try to fix it, the more broken it gets. The more you try to fix it, the more you try to work with it, the worse it gets for you. It never seems to really make you happy. It never seems to really work out. And I feel like you've put a lot of effort into this situation. We'll get a little bit more, but it looks like you're deciding that it's over, you're done with this, and it's actually really liberating for you. And it may even feel for some that it's out of the blue, or yeah, you're going on your own. Like you'd rather be alone, you'd rather do something your own way. You are doing something by yourself for yourself, and you're actually like a lot healthier in that place, in that decision that you make, where it is that you're going. So you're finally making a choice to go where you are being called, and you're going to feel a lot better, liberated, healthier. Yeah, because something here was disappointing. There may have been a Scorpio involved, or yeah, a lover, a Libra, a fellow Gemini, but I feel like you've had enough, and you realize that this is not going to live up to your expectations, that you can grieve the loss of the relationship or situation that you thought you wanted, that you thought you had, and then kind of readjust your expectations to reality and keep it moving, I guess. Like, it feels harsh, it feels stressful, and it feels heartbreaking. There may have been some kind of a betrayal or something came to light. Okay, so there's a relationship here that is growing deeper, stronger. It's changing. The relationship dynamic is changing, and something was not sustainable. It wasn't enough. It wasn't powerful enough. It wasn't stable enough. So you have to be wise about this for yourself, for your family, for your heart. You have to be honest about your emotions. Yeah, okay, yeah, it wasn't working. Someone's emotionally out of control, or like emotionally so demonstrative and so loud and so aggressive and maybe even violent or out of control in some kind of a way. Childish, and it's inappropriate, and you don't want to do this. What was that Two of Cups Wheel of Fortune that I saw? Yeah, okay. You're seeing this from a different perspective. The relationship is changing. What you want is changing. What you love is changing. What feels good to you is changing. Your idea of love is growing. Is the relationship getting deeper and stronger? There's someone you're talking to. It may be someone new that you're talking to. Okay, there could be a new connection coming your way that's a lot more emotionally stable and balanced, but you know that you need to just get this other thing settled out of your life, kind of like go in a different direction in your life to be happy. Like you are open-minded about something new, or someone you're talking to. Yeah, something has to end so that something new can begin. You may even be moving to a new city or a new location. Yeah, like there's still a lot of unanswered questions here. You're having a hard time seeing the way forward in some ways. Something positive in your life is growing and changing, or this is a positive change in the relationship, in your life. This is good. There may be some questions about like finances, stability. Okay, so what else is going on with Gemini? What does Gemini need to know about this? Thank you. New love, the Ace of Cups. Emotional renewal, the Fool, going in a new direction. You're going to love it. It's much more stable. It's a lot healthier for you. This is happening sooner rather than later. There's an important conversation coming in. It's important for you to be honest and direct and really dedicated to whatever it is that you truly value in your life, your spirituality, your religion, even your political, your values, whatever that is for you. What sort of holy books or, rituals or ceremonies or anything sacred, what kind of sacred divinity, anything like that, does that inform your decisions? Are you spiritual? Are you any of the above? Do you have any kind of reverence for mindfulness or this is what it's asking you to speak from that place. And learn from that and to consult your spiritual teachings and to live your spiritual values. This, for some, if you have those values, I assume since you're watching tarot, you're probably some kind of a spiritual or you understand magic, you understand manifestation, whatever that is for you. It could be different for different people and it could still resonate for you. But the point is, whatever your beliefs are, whatever your values are, whatever informs you in that way it's asking you for its attention right now, to give attention to that. Your gratitude practice, whatever that is. Your manifestation practice, the ceremony and the ritual and the day-to-day. How do you incorporate that into your life? You're being asked to make that a part of your decision-making process somehow. Okay, so you may be entering into a deeper relationship here, falling in love here, but you definitely want to be with someone whose values and beliefs are in alignment with yours. So living your own personal values and beliefs is the best way to attract someone who also shares those values and beliefs. By living them every day, you make them an integral part of your life. And then you are going to be resonating in the same frequency and come into more contact with people who are on the same path, on the same journey. And I just feel like there's a lot stronger bond coming in here. Okay, but something is ending. Yeah, this is over. Something's over, definitely. We were seeing that you're leaving something behind. It's over. You're walking away from that. It's a good thing because you're coming into contact with something new that's much more in alignment with your values and your beliefs or your spirituality, politics, whatever, because you are living those values day to day, right? So it's like it makes it inevitable. And you share this with someone else and it feels really good and really supportive to be in solidarity or to be together in that way. Okay, what is this Knight of Wands? Taking action, going for it, taking a risk or taking a chance, taking like a calculated risk or calculated action. Who is this Knight of Wands? What is this trying to tell us? Okay, this is successfully taking action, doing the right thing. Six of Pentacles, and getting what you need, doing what you need to do, doing the work, straightening things out, going for it. There's this mindfulness that's really important to this too. Okay. So, wow. Something's being revealed to you, getting the truth, something that's been hidden from you. You've had to endure this and you're finding it within yourself to make an important decision that's been hard for you to make, but you've been unclear and it's been uncertain and you haven't been sure about this, but you are getting the clarity that you need to make a decision finally. You may have been putting this off for a while or you needed more information. I see you getting that information that you needed sooner rather than later. Something you've been waiting for. You've been looking for this information. You've been looking for this new beginning. You've been out there. You've been doing things. I don't think that you've been just sitting back and passively waiting. I think you're actively waiting, actively looking for it, actively calling this into your life, manifesting this. You may have been doing some kind of magic, some kind of ritual is a part of this reading today, definitely. And I see you discovering a way forwards towards abundance and really feeling a whole lot better about yourself, and establishing strong boundaries is a part of that today as well, because you have this future. Your future is bright. You have hope for the future. You have a vision for the future and you want to go for it. You want to do what you need to do. You have a new opportunity opening up for you and you're not going to sit here waiting and, you know, second guessing and all of this. Like, you are actively seeking your fortune, so to speak. Yeah, I see you going for it in a new direction. You're going to love it. It's going to be successful. You're putting in the effort, putting in the energy. Someone's going the extra mile. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else that wants to come out to confirm, clarify, or reiterate? Yeah, there's some big changes coming in. Okay, I just saw that Tower again and that Four of Pentacles. It may feel somewhat destabilizing. I see the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor, but it's like you're working on your stability. You're working on building something up, your empire, so to speak, your foundation, building yourself up, building up your power. Okay. Page of Swords, the Strength, Seven of Swords, the Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. We saw the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles before. There could be this Leo or this Sagittarius, this Aquarius involved here, maybe an Earth sign. I've also got Pisces. I got Leo really strongly, actually. Aries and Scorpio here as well. Okay, so you are looking for a way out of this or through this. Looking for your way through this, learning more about this. There's some conversation here. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone has something to say. They may be like keeping an eye on you, watching your social medias, or like spying, whatever that means. You know, and you could be finding something out here. Part of this could be information is revealed. The truth comes out on one side or another. Something that someone wanted to control this information. Someone was very strategic about the way that they were communicating this information. Like, they weren't saying everything. They were keeping a lot of this very quiet, or like trying to control the narrative, like trying to control the story. You know, it's like, maybe you only heard one side of the story, or they were just telling you what they thought you wanted to hear, or they were just telling you some part of this. It's very strategic and very persuasive. Like, they were only telling you half of what was going on, and you needed to figure out the rest of it. Like, you need to really pay attention to what this person is saying to you. Read between the lines for this one, because I don't know, read the fine print on this new opportunity as well, because it just seems like something comes out, some information comes out, and you want to be really aware of this, because it looks like you are in alignment with a new opportunity here. You're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing in order to recognize and receive this opportunity with like awareness, intentionally, deliberately doing something new here on purpose. This is a very creative thing for you to do. You've got plenty of energy. You've got plenty of time. It's like you have a lot of energy to put into this. You're very invested, and I see that this is really good. It's prosperous. It's really beautiful. Like, you're very attractive right now. This person can be very attractive right now. A lot to offer. Very valuable situation here or relationship. Like, this person is very, I'm picking up on someone here on this side over here that's very feminine, very beautiful, very attractive, very sexy, like has a lot going on, very successful, you know, just becoming more successful here as you step into this new beginning, this new opportunity, this new love, this new relationship, whatever it is. It feels really good. There's a rebirth here. You're being reborn into a better, higher version of yourself. I'm just seeing like there's this weird sneakiness. I don't know what side of this sneakiness is on. Maybe we'll just get a little bit more clarity. Like, you're being called to your attention here with this sneakiness. What is that? What's that all about? Thank you. This new opportunity, this message coming in, possibly from this water sign. This is heavy. It's like a heavy, burdensome emotions here. Like, someone is like almost like oversharing their emotions at work or something, like too personal. Can we get one more, please? This is changing. Okay, so this is changing for the better. That's a good thing. We like to see it. There's communication coming in here. Like, you're putting down some kind of emotional burden. Like, you don't want this. Okay. Is it that person who is volatile, emotionally volatile, and kind of immature and kind of all over the place and having to deal with this person? Yeah, Nine of Swords. Like, it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up over this. This is causing you some kind of anxiety. It's only a matter of time and also putting in the effort. You can make these changes in your life. Like, you're worried about this. Maybe you're worried about going in your own direction. Looking forward to a new, much more prosperous, healthy relationship here. That's what this is telling you. You can look forward to a much more prosperous, healthier relationship. It's out there. You can find it with the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands again, Two of Cups again. So maybe your concept of love is changing. There's the Lovers and the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, like continuing to try to work on a relationship that's already like toxic, failing, not working. Like it's not going to work. You can't win. You're better off with this Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here. I mean, that's what it's saying. It looks like you're better off alone. Yeah, like taking action to go in the right direction here. Doing something right, doing something fair. Just feels like it's a one of those things where it's like there's sometimes things you can't unsay. You can't unsee it, right? Yeah, you have a decision to make going in this direction here, going in a new direction. How do you really feel? Let your emotions inform your decisions here. Because I see you, yeah, I see you making something real. And then there's the Moon and the King of Wands. Like, you don't see this. You can't see this. This is unknown to you. What's going to happen here? You don't know if it's going to be successful. There's the King of Wands, and this is the Queen of Wands here with the other Moon. So what is this Moon talking about? Like, because we're coming back to this deception, dishonesty situation up here. Have you both been kind of doing this? No, this is the future. You don't know what the future holds. You don't realize how successful this change is going to be. So it's hard for you to make a decision here. Both of you don't know each other yet, or you just don't, there's something you can't know. You've got to kind of step into that unknown. You're dealing with that. It feels like a dark moment, but I see clarity here. I do see that a problem that felt like it was insurmountable, you're finding a way. And it could be to do with like the way that you're thinking about this. Like, don't put any artificial limitations on what's possible for you. Allow your dreams and your emotions to inform you and visualize your success into the future. Like, what would that look like? What exactly do you need in order to move forward on these plans? Like, this is happening either way, I think. Changes are coming either way. Yeah, there's the King of Wands. King and Queen of Wands are both here. This is a compatible relationship between fire sign people. You could have fire sign in your chart somewhere. There's a lot of compatibility, chemistry. You're finding a way forward. This is the relationship here. This is you finding a way forward, realizing something important about it and going for it. There's a much more compatible, more peaceful relationship into the future here. And yeah, it's like maybe you're getting married. Maybe this is just the right thing to do. It's much more balanced. It's much more reciprocal. Okay. So there's expansion here when it comes to your money. You've been putting in a lot of hard work. It's been so hard for you to make a decision. This is not easy, but I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's like, should I stay or should I go? And the fact that if you're asking that question, I mean, that kind of, there's your answer. It's like, what are you afraid of? Or why would you stay in a situation that makes you ask whether or not you should stay? Maybe there's reasons for that, I guess. So it's like you want to have a good balance between your emotions and your intellect. You want your emotions to inform, but you don't want to be like ruled by them. You don't want to be feeling irrational or out of control, but you're not happy here, and that is a good reason to change your life. Is it not a good reason to change your life? What kind of changes in your life would make you feel better? What kind of life do you really want here? What do you really want to come out of this? I feel like those are the questions that this reading is sort of bringing up today. Because it looks like your heart knows what direction it wants to go in, but for some reason you feel like you are still not sure, but you're starting to realize the truth here, where you really belong, and you're going to go in that direction of where you truly feel connected. Where do you really belong? Where do you really feel connected? Where is your heart right now? Where is your intuition guiding you? These are all very relevant questions to the reading today. So you're kind of waiting, you're observing, time is passing, you're kind of worried about these changes. You know it needs to be done. You kind of want it to happen, but there's still some unanswered questions. This is a general reading for Gemini. If you'd like a personal reading, we can do personal details. You could email me for that. This is just what I'm getting right now is the truth is revealed. There's no going back. There's a point at which you cannot return. Like there's a point of no return. There's like, once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. I feel like you can have confidence in yourself and follow your intuition through this. Yeah, there's the Magician and High Priestess. Again, like some kind of magic, some kind of observing this manifestation coming to light here. These are good changes, ultimately. Coming back to the beginning, like this is a positive transformation in your life. The Tower and the Sun card here. Like this is a good thing. Say yes. Okay, I'm going to get you one oracle for some advice from the goddess Hecate before we go. She's the mother of witches and she is the goddess of divination. So we're going to consult her and say thank you for some advice ahead of time. What does Gemini need to know from the goddess Hecate? What would she say about this right now? Loss. Number 47, loss. And this reminds us of Demeter, whose daughter Persephone was taken into the underworld. And it was actually Hecate that helped Demeter to try to get Persephone back and was able to negotiate with the god of the underworld to let Persephone come up to Earth like half the year. So this is interesting. Let's read from the book. Hold on, I can't find my little book. Okay, there it is. Number 47 for loss. Because you may have lost something or you feel like you've lost something or you're at a loss here. Grief and loss are a necessary part of life's experience. These raw emotions can stunt us in our advancement. But letting our hearts, so these raw emotions can stunt us in our advancement, letting our hearts become hollow and barren. We become jaded and pessimistic. We throw blame at others as well as ourselves. Yeah, that's that Nine of Swords, like beating yourself up, blaming yourself, you know, maybe even blaming other people too. There's been a nasty argument. There's been some dishonesty. There's been a lot of shady business, and some part of this has been an illusion, like you feel disillusioned. Yeah, it's like a disillusionment, like this isn't what I wanted. We saw that Five of Cups earlier in the reading, and it was like grieving the loss of the relationship that you thought you had as you work through accepting reality and readjusting your expectations. Doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, this feels like it's been very hard emotionally, actually. And, you know, we want to be hopeful, we want to be optimistic, we want to look forward to the future. And yeah, there is a new opportunity opening up for you. There is a new way forward, a new path forward here. And there is something in the future about looking forward to this connection that feels really good, a much more balanced connection. But that doesn't mean it's easy to be disillusioned in the moment if you realize something's not what you thought it was, or it's never going to be what you needed it to be. It's never going to be what they said it was going to be. Like somebody made false promises. Somebody told you one thing and did another thing. And it's like fucking bullshit. You know, it's like, how are you ever going to trust again? That kind of thing. Anyway, throwing blame on others as well as ourselves and allowing hopelessness to seep in. But through this, we can learn humble truths that lead to a renewal. Yeah, you're being reborn into this humility or this truth or this like new version of yourself that is much more wise and mature and informed. Being reborn in renewal. Hope springs eternal. Ride out the barren times and watch for the first signs of improvement. So you're going to ride this out and you're going to watch, actively looking for the love and the prosperity and the abundance of love and connection in your life to come in, because there is a new opportunity here, and you may not see it yet, but there is. You may be struggling with a sense of loss, but there's also hope and renewal coming to you as well. It's not over. I mean, it might be over. Some chapter of your life is over, but the book is not over yet. You're still reading the book. That chapter's over, but you're still reading the book, or you're still writing. The rest is still unwritten. There's a song that's coming to mind. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can feel the words on your lips. Let the world, today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Do you know that song? I kind of love that song, actually. I haven't heard that song in a while. It's such an uplifting song. Okay, so it's like the rest is still unwritten. Okay, so this chapter may be over. You're not going to stay there, all right? And it may hurt, and you may take a loss. But you're going to take the loss, and you're going to keep it moving, and the rest is still unwritten. Yeah, but this is a very disillusioning moment. That doesn't mean that it's easy, right? It's like suddenly you see things very clearly, a sudden revelation, a sudden realization about something here, and it happens kind of fast. And then there's all of this emotional fallout that you still have to deal with. Like, it's suddenly breaking up with someone. Like, you thought you were going to be with them, but then you realize they're not who they say they were, or whatever. But then you go through that process and you find that space of renewal, and you come into a much more powerful version of yourself. Wouldn't you rather live in the truth than some kind of convenient lie or convenient illusion? There's the hard truth, and then there's the convenient illusion. And I think maybe you have a choice, but I think you're going to choose the hard truth. You're choosing the truth. You don't want to live in illusion. You find out for yourself. I feel like someone fucked around and found out, or like they fucked around and you found out, or vice versa. And now it's like you can't unsee it. It's like a shocking revelation or disillusionment. But the rest is still unwritten. There's like, you may not see the way forward right now. You may still be going through the dark, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's something more after this. There's another chapter after this, and that's what you need to know. The rest is still unwritten. That's what I've got for you today, Gemini. Wow, I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.